Hey, Rick Baker from Law Dog Legal Marketing, and I'm so glad you subscribed and got our download. And I want to walk you through that just to hit some high points with you on my blueprint and exactly how we approach this to help lawyers grow their practice. And as I said in the initial video that you just saw, nothing really changes until you decide it changes. And I'm a firm believer in that. And I ran my own law practice for over 20 years. I did everything from, Penny Saver and Yellow Pages to the internet and email, direct mail, and Google, Facebook ads, everything. I've done it all. I've tested it all. I know what works. And by the time I sold my practice about 4 years ago, I was getting about 85% of my clients through Facebook ads and video content. So I definitely can show you things provided you have made the decision that you will not accept what you accepted last year. In other words, it's time to make this practice do something for you and not just you doing something for everyone else all the time. There's nothing wrong with that. So basically, without further ado, I want to basically walk you through my download. And to do that, just follow along with me. I'll try to keep this as short as I can and still be effective and convey what I need to. And stick around to the end. I've got a really special offer that we put together that's not going to last much longer that I do want to tell you about. If you're interested, great. If you're not, that's fine too. But either way, I hope this helps. So basically, here is my blueprint. And I want to talk to you especially today about funnels and what they are and why you need them. And you've probably heard a lot about them, or people say, oh, you got to have a funnel. You got to have this. You got to do social media. Well, here is basically what my system looks like. And if you notice, if you start from the bottom left and you go forward, you will see that it all starts with the perfect avatar or your foundational elements. And those foundational elements of knowing exactly who you're marketing to, what your message is that will make them realize you are the one to solve that problem, and what your offer is, your overall solution, is really the key. From there, it's about funnels and delivery and driving traffic and other things that help this effort. But it all starts with the foundational elements. So, I meet a lot of unhappy lawyers. And I think the reason that most lawyers I meet who are unhappy in their practice are unhappy because when you first came out and you started practicing, you had a vision of what you wanted your practice to be. Look, we all did. We want to have a lifestyle that's not completely stressed out, and we also want to make decent amount of money, some more than others. Some are content with being comfortable. Others want to really rock and roll and make a ton of money, and that's okay. If you're providing good service and helping people, why shouldn't you make a lot of money? Well, you have to basically have your blueprint of what you envision for your life and your practice match your conditions. And if it doesn't match, that's usually why you're unhappy. But there's a quick way to turn that around, and that's by making some kind of progress in your practice and in your life. Studies have shown that makes you happier. So I'm going to show you how we can get that process started and get you happier in your law practice and get you some clients. So let's dig in. Okay, well, if you take a close look at this blueprint, you'll see that our method of getting you from point A to point B in your practice and being much happier really starts with the foundational elements. I mean, if you get these right, if you get basically knowing exactly who your avatar is and who you're trying to market to, what they need to know and hear, what they will basically be willing to exchange their information for, then you can capture leads and grow your practice. So, in a nutshell, 80% of what we do is foundational. In other words, we start with the who. And then we create $1 million message so that you can hit your prospect with exactly what they need to know. And then it comes down to your offer. And your offer really has to be part of a bigger solution. In other words, your offer can't be, hey, we give a free consultation. Hey, I've been a practicing, an attorney for 20 years. Yada, yada, yada. Nobody wants to hear that stuff. What they want to hear is how you're going to fix their problem and why you're the guy. And if you can also work in some kind of discount or promotional effort to move them along, so much the better. So you really have to think in terms of these foundational elements. They're 80% of what it takes to market your practice. Now, then we use a funnel. Once we've identified all those things, we use a funnel to reach, engage, and convert leads to clients. So that's why you need them. And what a funnel really is just a pre-designed path where you take your prospect down that path on their way to becoming a paying client. And really, your funnel is essential in attracting attention, engaging with a prospect, capturing their lead information, and then nurturing that lead for however long it takes to make them a paying client. Now, one of the biggest mistakes people make is they use one funnel, if they even have it together enough to do a funnel. You need a funnel for every practice area. You need a funnel for every separate avatar or person, whether they're old or young or male or female or any combination of targeting methods. You need to be able to run separate funnels for each practice area, for each avatar, for each campaign. So that's the biggest mistake I see when lawyers attempt to do this on their own. Now, I'm going to show you what a good funnel looks like. Basically, a good funnel consists of a lead magnet. Then when they opt in, take them to a bridge page, and then get them to take the final action, which is to what? To call you or schedule a consultation with you, call your office. Now, the way you get there is, like I said, the lead magnet. Now, most lawyers have no idea what to offer as a lead magnet to their potential clients. They're guessing and they're taking stabs in the dark. Let me tell you how you really do this. When you craft a 3-part solution of how you can help your client, you create a lead magnet that gives one of those aspects of the solution away. In other words, you solve one of their problems they have right now very quickly and do it in a way that shows that it's just part of a bigger solution. The next step in the funnel is you create a page like you're on now, which is basically, they're called authority amplifiers or bridge pages or bridge videos. But basically what it does is it gives your viewers a chance to see who you are, listen to you speak, and understand that, hey, I like this guy. He knows what he's talking about. Okay? So you have to focus on creating a video to then walk them through what you just gave them as a download, so you can basically kind of steer them into where you want them to go so they can take the next step in your funnel, which is to call you or schedule an appointment or whatever your next step is. But for you, it's to schedule a consultation, and the same for me as well. Exactly. So basically, the conversion event is that final step that you're wanting. In other words, your outcome. You always start with your outcome. So look, I know there are a lot of moving parts in any kind of marketing blueprint, but I'm also a believer that this system works and that we can help you do this. So the first advice I would give you if you try to do this on your own is always think in terms of running campaigns, not just ads. And what do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is you have to have retargeting, whether email or additional advertising, that hits people once they hit a page on your website. In other words, the retargeting, the follow-up is really where it is, because your clients or prospects need time to know who you are and to consume some content that you create for them. So you really have to focus on running campaigns that get them to that point. And of course, look, it takes a lot of time and expertise. I practiced for over 21 years. I've been doing nothing but full-time marketing for lawyers for the last over 4 years, 4.5 years. And I love what I do. I love helping lawyers turn their practices around. So trust me when I tell you that we can do this much cheaper and much quicker than you can. And we're running an incredible promo right now that I really want to tell you about. Now, real quickly, If you look on this page and scroll down when this video is over, you'll notice that we are trying to basically take away all the excuses that any lawyer might have in terms of creating a marketing campaign or trying to get clients online. So what we've done is we've set up a program, or we have created something for you that, as long as I can get a short little iPhone video from you, and I'll direct you and guide you through that, I can basically create a winning campaign for you. And we are running a 50% off fee for the first month. And my pledge to you is this: if you give this a shot and let us show you what we can do at half our normal fee plus a minimal ad spend, which ballpark, this is around $900, $1,000, something like that. If you can commit to that and let us show you 1 month, we know we can get you at least 3 clients. Now, 3 new clients will do a few things. It will, number one, pay for the cost of the marketing, and then put 2 more fees in your pocket. So basically, depending on what you charge and what your service is, we're here to make it happen for you. So the decision is yours. It's really up to you. But listen, everybody's practice is a little different. Everybody's part of the country is a little different. So here's the best thing to do. Just give us a call at the number below, or, basically just click on the link to schedule a call at your convenience. And when it's convenient for you, let's talk. And if you want to get in on our promo, you have to move pretty quickly. But either way, listen, I want you to have a great year in your practice. I want you to make the practice work for you instead of the practice always working you for the benefit of everyone else. Okay? But that comes down to a decision that you have to make, a decision that once you make it, I can show you how to do it. I can do it for you, and I can do it pretty inexpensively and get you results. So once we get a foothold, a beachhead, then we can expand from there. So thanks for joining me. Listen, click on the link, schedule a call. I'd love to talk to you. I know I can help you. And it's not as expensive as you think. So my main concern is getting you started, getting fees in your pocket, knowing that you've got a budget to then work with and expand with. So that's what we're all about. Look, I was in your shoes. I did it for over 20 years, and I love helping lawyers make it rain. So call us and let's have a conversation. Let's get started. All right.